Good morning, it's Monday, the 28th of August, bank holiday, and it is the day after the 2023 Peak District Highland Games at Matlock Farm Park. And what a hell of a show it was. I'm absolutely fine. The only thing I flexed was my vocal cords, and they are a little bit dry on that microphone. But thank you for an amazing crew there, both Matlock Farm Park and obviously all the crew at Man Beast. And of course, the athletes and the crowd that made it so good. So the results of the Peak District Highland Games 2023. So I'm just flicking through my scorecard here. If you remember, the opening event was the log press. That was 52 kilograms, 4 reps for the women and 120 kilos for the men, 4 reps. So just looking at the scorecard here, Libby Smith got the most reps there with 8. She earned herself 5 points, followed by the brilliant Laura Hollywood as well. She got 7 reps, earning herself 4 points. Emma Wilson, love Emma Wilson. She's so great at 10 stone bodyweight. Strength's unbelievable. She got 5 reps, 2 points. Michaela Pearson drew level with that, got 2 points, 5 reps as well. And Kim Howells obviously drew the first person in the women's category to do the log, which is always a difficult task, I think, when you're the first up to do it. The opening event, first person of the show to do it, and she got 3 reps as well with 1 point. Now, moving on to the men, this was an interesting one. The log proving really difficult on the day. I've seen it go into double figures over previous years, or battling rain as well early on. The log was wet. We're drying it off the best we can. Uneven ground as well alters this event when you're on grass, because when you've got that amount of weight bearing down, getting your footing can be difficult. You can roll back, forwards, and trying to get that stability to lock it out is difficult. But Matt Cole proving the winner in this event, and that sets the stall out for a really consistent performance throughout the Highland Games by Matt Cole. So he got 6 reps. He took the win on that. He was followed by Sean Blaze. I expected big things from Sean Blaze on this, and he didn't disappoint, to be honest, because everybody struggled with this. We didn't get anywhere near double figures, but Sean Blaze with 5 reps, I thought that were brilliant. Joe Bromley with 4 reps. Chris Palmer and Andy Lumley with 3 reps. John Thor with 2 reps on that. Eddie Wilson with 1 rep, and then Mark Stevenson, Terry Harrison, Miroslav Polodek, Dave Johnson, Mark Thompson, and Mark Pearson not able to get a rep. And they did try quite a few times. They were just unable to lock it out. So that was event 1, the log press. Now moving on to the 8-ton tractor pull. Remember, great event. Tractor again, difficult conditions, wet ground, tarmac as well. We also had a harness snap on the men, if you remember, because it was that wet. The sheer force of it, pulling, managed to snap it. So we had to swap the harness and give Matt Jackson another go at that. But with the women on the 8-ton tractor pull, the winner of that was Libby Smith with 6.5 meters. That was the distance she cleared. She was followed by Michaela Pearson with 6 meters. And then Emma Wilson and Laura Hollywood both with 5 meters. So joint points on that. And then last but not least, Kim Howells with 3 meters. And again, she went first on that event. In the men, exactly the same. So just looking at this, everybody completed the distance on this, just looking at it. So we have the winner of the tractor pull here was Terry Harrison. He got 31.75 seconds, super quick time there on that. He was followed by Andy Lumley, actually. Again, Andy Lumley, new competitor into the Highland Games, first appearance, absolutely brilliant, as it was for Eddie Wilson and Chris Palmer as well, and Miroslav. They were all new into this, had not done it before, and the same in the women in terms of Laura Hollywood and Libby Smith, 2 competitors where it was their first appearance. So it was really learn on the job thing. So Andy Lumley came second on that. That was really good, and he was followed really closely by Matt Cole. This is what I mean, he was consistent throughout, so he got a time of 35.78. Looking at that, Miroslav Polodek 39 seconds, so that was really good as well. He was followed by Dave Johnson with 39.87 seconds, so really tight. He was followed by Joe Bromley with 41.29 seconds. He was followed by Matt Jackson, 43.34. Remember, Matt did it twice as well because we had to change the harness on that. Sean Blaze, 48.9 49.69. Mark Pearson 49.63. John Thor 53.03 for time. Mark Stevenson 53.16. Eddie Wilson 53.81. Mark Thompson 58.28. And Chris Palmer dead on 1 minute there. So those were the results for the men and women. As we move on to the caber toss, so for the women, I'll rattle through these. So Kim Howell's actually doing really well in this event, looking at it as well, which is really good. So the winning distance was Laura Hollywood. So she got 8 meters 55, followed by Kim Howells on 7 meters 10, followed by Libby Smith with 7 meters, followed by Michaela Pearson with 6 meters 90, and then Emma Wilson with 5 meters 50. So those are the distances and winners for the women. For the men on the caber toss, just looking at the results here. This is live. So we got the winning caber toss distance of 9 meters 10 by Mark Stevenson. What a throw that was by Mark Stevenson as well. Full rotation on the caber, 9 meters 10. So he stole all the points on that. Followed really closely by Matt Cole. As you can see, Matt Cole top 1-2 on every event so far. So this is how he earned his win, and this is how he do it. If there's a performance to look at from a strongman point of view, yesterday by Matt Cole was it. Top points on everyone, and just able to steal. And actually, he didn't steal the show. It was a 9-point lead that he took first place with. So that was absolutely brilliant. So Matt Cole got 8 meters 45, followed by Andy Lumley. Another sterling performance by Andy. First time on this event, he cleared 8 meters 25, followed by Terry Harrison, another one. Terry Harrison had a storming competition. First time he's ever done it. Big guy, 6'7". He threw 8 meters 15, never done the caber before, so that was fantastic. Sean Blair's absolute machine on these throwing events, Highland Games events. He's great. He earned his place. He got 8 meters on that, followed by Mark Thompson. That was a really good throw by Mark, 7 meters 65, followed by Mark Pearson, 7 meters 15, followed by Matt Jackson, 6 meters 70, followed by Joe Bromley, 6 meters 65, followed by John Thor, 6 meters 30, followed by Dave Johnson, 5 meters 65, followed by Miroslav with 5 meters, followed by Eddie Wilson with 4 meters 45, followed by Chris Palmer with 2 meters 30. Absolutely. So the stone carry, come down to the stone carry with the women, who got the best in that. I'm just having a look at this. Laura Hollywood just stole the show on these last 2 stone events. Absolutely crazy performance. She got 120 meters, takes all the points massively. Michaela Pearson did really well on this with 112 meters, followed by Libby Smith with 90 meters, followed by Emma Wilson with 88 meters, storming performance, followed by Kim Howells with 71 meters. Moving on to the men. Remember, this is the stone carry. So it was 100 kilo for the women, 170 kilo for the men. So just looking at the points on this. So Cole stole the longest distance there on it with a massive 77.5. Andy Lumley doing absolutely brilliant again. He did 69 meters, followed by John Thor with 60 meters, followed by Sean Blair's with 57 meters, followed by... there could be a joint name just looking at it. Oof. Just looking at the results on this, and we will clarify. I'll start with John Thor again on the 60 meters and just scanning my eyes down the list here. We've got on Sean Blair's team with 57. So let's just look at the closest for that. So I think we must, yes, we have. We've got 2 joint 9 places. So both got 48.5. That one, Miroslav Polodek and Terry Harrison. So that was joint on that one. Mark Pearson, 47.5. Dave Johnson, 43 meters there. Followed by Mark Thompson, 42.5. Followed by Joe Bromley, 42. Followed by Eddie Wilson, 32 meters, followed by Mark Stevenson, 25 meters, followed by Chris Palmer, 60.5 meters, followed by Matt Jackson with 14.5 meters, sorry, 14.5 meters on that one. Just looking at the stone carry. This takes us into the stone throw. So for the women who got the most points on this and the longest distance throw, so Libby Smith got the longest distance on this with 4 meters 90. Laura Hollywood, 4 meters 60. Michaela Pearson, sorry, 4 meters 65, followed by Laura Hollywood, 4 meters 60, followed by Emma Wilson, 3 meters 70, followed by Kim Howells, 3 meters 50. Remember, this was the best out of 2 throws as well, so I'm just getting the best distance out of both their throws. So the biggest distance for the men throw at 9 meters 70 was Sean Blair's. Again, said just a master technician on this. I like to call him a technician. Followed by 9.35 by Matt Cole, followed by 9.25 meters by Andy Lumley. And then I think we've got a joint 10, so 7.30 meters, both thrown by Terry Harrison and Miroslav as well on that. So that was great to see them level pegging. Matt Jackson, great throw, 7.25. Then the next one on that, so that might be another level pegger there. I'm just making sure that we haven't got another draw on that. So it's, yes, we have. So both through 7 meters. So that's both 7th position. There was John Thor and Joe Bromley. And then we go into Chris Palmer with 6.95 meters, 6.85 meters, Mark Thompson. I think he might be level pegging. We shall see. So 6.85, then it looks like here we've got another couple of joints on here. So we've got 6.20, both thrown by Matt Stevenson, and Dave Johnson got Eddie Wilson with 6 meters. So that is all the results on the stone throw for the men. Now moving on to the last event, which is the Peak District Dinner Stone. So this was just an awesome one. I can never get bored of this event, to be honest. It's absolutely crazy. Let's be honest with the women. Everybody knows this. What Laura Hollywood did on those Peak District Dinner Stones, which doesn't just beat the record, it surpasses anything we've seen, double the amount of time, and that was 2 minutes 01.38 seconds, holding a 150 kilo stone for 2 minutes 01.38 seconds. Absolutely smashed it out of the park, got all the points. That were absolutely crazy. Followed by another great performance from Emma Wilson. She got 1 minute 05.07, absolutely fantastic, followed by Michaela Pearson with 1.02.50. So that were absolutely brilliant, followed by Libby Smith, 41.79 seconds, and then Kim Howells with 05.82. Not forgetting that Kim Howells and Emma Wilson had to do that event twice because one of the shorter athletes, and actually being able, when you straighten your back, to lift the stone clear was hard. So we had to get 2 slabs at the side of the stone, reposition the stone so that they could lift it properly off the ground. So bearing in mind, they probably fatigued a little bit in trying it the first time when it was more difficult. So coming on to the men, Sean Blair's, I know after I spoke to him that he was disappointed not to get a minute. He won this with 59.76 seconds, just outside a minute in his own head. He wanted a minute. He got all the points on that. What a performance from Sean Blair. A really nice kid to work with, and he deserved all the points on that. He was followed really close by Matt Cole, 56.75 seconds. When I spoke to Matt, he was worried about his bicep a little bit, and he was thinking in his own head, do I carry on? Do I try and carry on? And he just dropped it, but he got 56.75 seconds. Remember, Sean Blair's 59.76, followed by Terry Harrison. Terry Harrison looked really uncomfortable on that stone when he lifted it up. I didn't think it was going to be a good time. He surprised me because he got a rhythm, settled into it, and he got 51.60 seconds. So that was absolutely brilliant. Joe Bromley did really well on this as well with 46.81 seconds. Andy Lumley with 45.64 seconds. Matt Thompson with 44.83 seconds. So that was really good on that. 36.69 seconds, Mark Pearson. John Thor, 31.58 seconds. Chris Palmer, 30.21 seconds. Eddie Wilson, 28.10 seconds. Followed by Matt Jackson, 09.43 seconds. Miroslav, 06.81 seconds. Mark Stevenson, 3.74 seconds. And Dave Johnson, 2.65 seconds. Remember, a couple of guys got injuries going into this, didn't know whether they were going to make the games. They did. They're absolutely great. And a good couple of guys will never try something like this. And you only have to look at how brutal those stones are. And they are absolutely brutal. You cannot train for that in the gym properly. You can get weight plates on either side and load up a similar weight, but you can't replicate the shape of those stones, the way they rub on your leg when you lift them up, the way they can swing as well. It's just weaken your grip. The really awful things. So those are the results on that, which is absolutely brilliant. And of course, that brings us down to the final results. Laura Hollywood, absolute legend now for me, the PDC Highland Games. She took first place with 24 points. Libby Smith, second place with 23 points, only 1 point between those two. So Libby did absolutely fantastic. Both completely new athletes into this as well. Michaela Pearson, third place, 19 points. Emma Wilson, fourth place, 14 points. Kim Howells, fifth place, 8 points. So those were the standing for the women. For the men in the final results, Matt Cole, first position, 79 points. Absolutely amazing performance. Couldn't happen to a nice guy for me. Just great athlete to work with. And he just showed how you approach strongman competition. And that is consistently good performance throughout every event. Following behind him, 9 points less, was Andy Lumley. So a 9 point between them. So he didn't just take the win. It really stormed ahead. But Lumley, in his first appearance, come second place. Absolutely brilliant. 70 points. 69 points, Sean Blair's in third place. Fourth place, Terry Harrison, in his new first appearance in the Highland Games. Fourth place with 57 points. Joe Bromley, fifth place, came in with a week's notice, 50 points. John Thor in sixth place, 45 points. Miroslav Polodek, seventh, 37 points. First appearance again. Happiest athlete I've ever had to work with on a show. It was brilliant. Always smiling. Matt Jackson, eighth place, 36 points. Another one who stepped in with a couple of days' notice. Mark Pearson, ninth place, 33 points. Mark Thompson, 10th place, 32 points. Chris Palmer and Mark Stevenson, 11th, 12th place, both with 26 points. Chris Palmer just jumping ahead of him with the highest score on the Dinny that separated them two. Dave Johnson, 13th place, 25 points, and Eddie Wilson, 14th place with 22 points. I hope you all enjoyed it. I've been loving seeing all the photographs you shared on Man Beast Instagram and Facebook as well. Here's for 2024.